Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something special, the 2025 Volkswagen Super Beetle. It's a name we haven't heard in a while, and now, VW is reviving it with a modern twist that blends nostalgia with innovation. We took it for a thorough test drive, got up close with every angle, and now it's time to break it all down. The first thing that catches your eye is the exterior. From the front, the Super Beetle maintains a silhouette that pays homage to the classic design, but it's clearly evolved. The headlights are now slimmed down into sleek LED matrix units that give the car a much more aggressive expression. The front bumper is sculpted with sharper angles, and the grille design integrates active aero elements for better airflow and efficiency. From the side, you'll notice that the iconic curved roofline is still present, a nod to the Beetle's heritage, but the proportions are more athletic. The 2025 model rides slightly lower with a wider stance. Volkswagen has added subtle flares to the wheel arches, and depending on the trim, you get either 18, 19, or 20-inch alloys with a mix of retro-inspired and futuristic designs. The side mirrors are now slimmer and more aerodynamic, and the flush door handles pop out as you approach, something you'd expect from a premium electric car. Moving to the rear, it's clear that VW wanted the Super Beetle to leave a lasting impression. The tail lights are now a continuous LED light bar that stretches across the width of the car, giving it a broader and more planted look. The rear bumper incorporates a hidden diffuser, and while there's no exhaust, since this is an all-electric model, the detailing makes sure the back end doesn't feel empty. The subtle ducktail spoiler on the hatch adds a sporty touch without overdoing it. Stepping inside, the transformation is even more dramatic. The cabin has gone fully digital, with a 12.9-inch touchscreen infotainment system at the center, complemented by a digital cockpit in front of the driver. The interface is snappy, intuitive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Soft-touch materials are everywhere, from the dashboard to the door panels, and the seats are wrapped in a new, sustainable leather alternative that feels surprisingly premium. Ambient lighting wraps around the interior in customizable colors, giving the cabin a warm, inviting atmosphere. Practicality hasn't been ignored. There's more rear legroom than any previous Beetle model, thanks to the EV platform allowing a flat floor. Trunk space has improved too, with about 15 cubic feet in the back and a small front storage compartment, a frunk for smaller items. Sound insulation is excellent, making the ride whisper quiet even at highway speeds. Now let's talk performance. The 2025 Super Beetle is built on Volkswagen's MEB Evo platform, meaning it's electric from the ground up. It comes in two variants, a single-motor rear-wheel drive version that makes about 215 horsepower and gets around 280 miles of range, and a dual-motor all-wheel drive GT version with 330 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of just 4.8 seconds. Driving, it feels refined but spirited. The steering is responsive, and the suspension strikes a good balance between comfort and control, soaking up bumps without losing composure. Charging is competitive too. Using a DC fast charger, you can get from 10% to 80% in around 28 minutes, and it supports plug and charge, so there's no need to fiddle with apps or cards at compatible stations. Pricing for the Super Beetle starts around $33,000 for the base model, which includes a lot of standard tech like adaptive cruise control, lane assist, and a full suite of safety features. The AWD GT version pushes that closer to $42,000, and fully loaded, you're looking at just under $48,000. Compared to other compact EVs, it's positioned well, especially with its mix of personality, practicality, and performance. Now, if you're considering buying this car, here's our take. If you're a fan of the original Beetle, this modern version will likely tug at your heartstrings, and with good reason. It manages to keep the charm and familiarity of the old design while stepping boldly into the EV future. But it's not just about looks. This is a competent electric vehicle with real-world usability, enough tech to satisfy the modern driver, and the kind of quality we've come to expect from Volkswagen. That said, it's not a performance EV like a Tesla Model 3 Performance or a Hyundai Ioniq 5N. It's more about balanced driving, comfort, and character. If you want something that stands out without screaming for attention, the 2025 Super Beetle makes a compelling case. So, to wrap this up, the Super Beetle is back, and it's better than ever. It's smart, stylish, and electric. A tribute to the past that's ready for the road ahead. If you're in the market for an EV that feels different from the crowd while still being functional and fun, this one's worth a serious look. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and let us know in the comments what you think of the new Super Beetle. Would you drive one? Until next time, drive safe and stay curious.